Hello, welcome to another writing skill video, and this one actually is about reading, since often you do have to read well in order to write well, and you may be interacting with texts in your writing. So this will also help you get the most out of your assigned reading assignments and ultimately do better in your classes overall, including on your writing assignments. So how is college reading different? Well, first of all, it's more sophisticated than most high school reading. You will often be reading original texts, so old literature perhaps, or philosophical texts maybe that are quite old and have different language than we're used to today, or it may be from very high level authority figures who are using specialized vocabulary and what have you that makes it difficult to understand. So the vocabulary itself may be more obscure, so unusual words generally, but also terminology that's from a particular discipline of some sort that you may not be familiar with. And also they will often be scholarly in nature. They may be articles that are from a journal, so they're written by professors and researchers who are functioning at the top of their discipline, and they're writing to scholars in the field, so the language can be quite difficult and the concepts can be quite difficult. So often also it's above and beyond the lecture content. So your instructors will have lecture content, but then there will be assigned reading that goes beyond what they covered in the classroom. You can't expect, as may have been the case more often in high school, that everything that you read has already been covered in class. Okay, so that is the reason why it becomes very important to understand and process your reading assignments well, so that you understand them well. And it may require deeper textual interaction too. So you may have to slow down and really read carefully, to read between the lines, to really understand abstract concepts in there. And you may be expected to question things and analyze things in ways that you didn't when you were in high school, okay? Also, often the concepts are much more abstract and difficult to understand, okay? So you have to spend a little more time trying to extract the meaning from it, okay? So here are some tips for doing that well. First of all, before you even begin, preview the text. See what you can figure out about the text before you even start. Reading the title, thinking about what it means is important. Also, looking for any subtitles in the text, or if there's graphics of any sort, maybe a graph, a chart, or something like that, or an illustration, that might help you out a little bit too. And maybe there's bullet points in there somewhere, or there's bolded text somewhere. Check to see if there's any clues even before you begin, because if you prep yourself and have some idea where you're going in the piece, you're going to understand where it's going. You're going to understand as you go along, as you move through the piece, okay? Also, mark your text, if at all possible. So if you have a physical text, like a book, or you have a printout of something, or you have a newspaper article or something like that that's paper that you can mark on, go ahead and mark it up, okay? Of course, if it's a library book, that's a different story, because you have to give that back and you can't mark it. But if it belongs to you, if it's something you can keep, go ahead and mark it with things like highlighting, underlining, circling things, writing notes in the margin, writing questions in the margin, anything you have to do to help you remember and process the text as you go along. Now, a little caveat there though, when you're highlighting or underlining, use it judiciously. You don't want to highlight the whole piece, right? Or 90% of the piece. You want to choose those things that are really the main points of the text. So perhaps in each paragraph, look for what the topic sentence of that paragraph is, or what the main point is, and mark that down, so that then you can go back and scan it and you can see what all those main points are. So look for that. Look for key terms and concepts. So try to pick out the most important things in the text. So terms that you need to remember, also terms that you may need to define in order to understand the text, and try to pick out what those key concepts are. Also, formulate questions as you go, okay? Don't just try to consume it as you go. Question as well. Maybe even doubt what's being said, or ask questions that you need to clarify. Maybe you'll get the answer to those questions as you read on, but if you write it down, then it'll keep in your mind, okay? So formulate questions. You might even write that in the margin if you can. And by the way, if you don't have a physical text, there are some programs out there that can help you mark up ebooks and websites and any kind of PDF or anything like that. So look for those programs and use those if you can. But if possible, print it out so you can write down these questions and mark in the text, okay? Also take notes and summarize the text. So especially if you can't for some reason mark the text, you can take notes just like you would take notes in a lecture, where you try to get down the important terms and you try to summarize the main points, the most important things that you want to get out of the text. Okay, so get in a habit of doing that just like you would in your classes. You know that it's good to take very careful notes to do well on the test, but you need to do the same thing for your reading in college. Okay, so you can keep that right along with your notes from the lecture. Take notes and try to summarize it. Sometimes the process of summarizing or even outlining the text really helps you remember it, and you have to understand it to do that properly. Also, use the dictionary when you need to. So don't just always expect that you can skim over words and be okay, that you don't know. Stop if you really can't figure it out from the context, or you don't know the word in general, or if it's an important term for the subject in general. Stop and look in a dictionary and try to understand that word clearly and then place it in the context of the sentence, okay? Also, schedule your reading time. Spread it out. Don't try to cram it all in at the last minute before your quiz or something like that, and don't just skim it at the last minute. Schedule it out, because if you try to do it all at once, like let's say you have reading due in a week and you all do it the last day before the quiz is happening, you won't remember it very well. Maybe you actually did it and you did it conscientiously, where you read every word in the reading assignment, but because you did it all in one long sitting, maybe it took you 3 hours or 4 hours, you're just not going to retain it as well. So try to schedule your reading time where you have a half an hour, 2 hours, whatever you need every day or every weekday, however it works out best for you, so that you spread it out a little bit, okay? And then a good idea before you go to your next one. So you have one reading schedule, you take your notes, you underline it, do whatever you need on the text. Then before you start your next session, go ahead and review what you read previously in that same reading assignment so that you can carry on into your next selection and remember what was happening, and you can follow along with the new material. And then also find your reading space. It's important to have a quiet, stress-free space to read in. So find wherever that is. Maybe it's the library. Maybe it's at a coffee shop. Maybe it's your bedroom, wherever it is. Maybe you'll have a few different places. Sometimes people like to read outside if they can find a quiet place. But usually you need some place that's distraction-free and where you can really concentrate. If you are having a hard time finding a quiet place, I suggest getting some earplugs or maybe earphones and play some relaxing music, okay? Probably only instrumental music. You don't want something that's competing with what you're reading, okay? Also, create discussion groups, just like study groups. A good way to remember what you read is to talk about it, okay? Rather than just taking it in through your eyes and hoping it stays in your brain. Try to talk about it with other people, you will remember it much better and you will gain deeper understanding of the material as well. So think about maybe renting one of those rooms, or not renting, but reserving one of those rooms in the library, or getting together with someone else at the coffee shop or at one of your homes and talking about the reading before you are quizzed on it or before you have to use it in a paper. Okay? So talk about it with other people and participate in discussions in the classroom. Okay? Whatever discussions occur around the reading. Also, seek help when needed. Yes, tutoring help does exist within the Learning Center. Many of the tutors have training in reading, so they can help you through those difficult assignments. If you have one of those assignments, let's say it's a really obscure physiological text or philosophical text, and you just aren't getting it, which is understandable. Some of them are quite difficult to read. Go and sit down with someone, with a tutor who knows how to approach reading, and go through paragraph by paragraph with them and see if you can pull out the meaning from that text. And you'll learn a lot about how to read deeply and read for those main ideas too in the process of doing that. Okay? Okay, so if you need more help with reading, there is a section in section 1, chapter 2 in the Rough Rider's Guide that gives more tips for college reading. So you can take a look at that. And as I mentioned, you can make an appointment or you can go visit a Learning Center tutor and sit down with them with your difficult reading and try to extract some of the meaning out of the text. And of course, you can talk to your instructor. Obviously, they know the content of that reading very well. So if you're having difficulty understanding some concepts in the reading, sometimes talking to your instructor and just spending a few minutes talking about the piece can give you some very important clues to understanding that piece. So do that. Stop by their office hours, or give them a call, or write them an email that you'd like to meet, or something like that. Okay? So anyway, thank you for joining us for this writing skills video, and I will see you in the next one. Okay?